Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. I'm sorry about the having a little bit of a signal issue out here. We were connected to the school Wi-Fi, but we're gonna try our own Wi-Fi, see if that helps out a little bit better. We lost the signal completely, so get you caught up real quick. Leading things off was Hinojosa, the third baseman, and he drew a walk. And that 0-1 pitch too far inside to Brandon Betancourt, the center fielder. And so hit by a pitch puts runners at first and second. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. So first and second, nobody out for the pitcher, Rafael Capistran. So Capistran to the plate. And looks like we're getting a better signal with our own Wi-Fi, so we'll stick with that for now. And let's get you some info on Capistran at the plate. Capistran, the senior, batting .368. He has 32 hits in 87 at-bats, 10 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. He's driven in 26 runs for the Chargers. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to miss for ball 1. Or perhaps low right there. Yeah, Peña over at first base playing on the infield green. As a matter of fact, the corners are in. Middle infielders, normal depth. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Capistran. So Betancourt at first, Hinojosa at second. Hinojosa drew a leadoff walk on a 3-1 pitch. He was walked, and Betancourt hit by a pitch. So first and second, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first, no score. Creeping in Peña, and it's showing bunt is Capistran. The throw down to second base is off target, but Robbie was there. It makes a grab on the first base side of second. So 1-2 the count. So a 1-2 count. And timeout called. Looks like Guerrero wants to talk things over with Acuna. So again, I apologize that we lost the stream right there. A little bit of an issue with the we were using the school Wi-Fi, and we want to thank them for allowing us to do that. But maybe just too far up here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sitting up on top of the press box, so maybe a little bit too high for that Wi-Fi to come through. So we're gonna try our own. Seems to be working, and hopefully that will work. So 1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. So Capistran strikes out for out number 1. So 2 on with 1 out for Heriberto Maldonado, the catcher for the Chargers. And Maldonado, a senior, batting .433. 29 hits in 67 at-bats, 4 doubles, and 22 runs driven in. First pitch swinging, 0-1. Give you a score update from Laredo, Texas. And the Ray Texans and the McAllen Bulldogs, is that pitch misses low. 1-1 the count. The last time I checked, the Texans were down by a run. Now the Texans up by a run. 4-3 Texans in the top of the 7th inning. So again, another big ball game over there, as you know, with the weather that we're expecting to get over the weekend. Game 1 becomes a big ball game. Jack Martinez still on the mound for the Texans, and Tristan Cavazos throwing for the Bulldogs. Pitch on the way, and that one's fouled back over my head and out of play. So 1-2 the count. On the batter, Heriberto Maldonado. First and second for the Chargers. with 1 out. So I'll let you know about that ball game over in Laredo. We'll check in on that one here in just a bit. Once again, pitch on the way, and it's up. Both runners were on the move, so second and third with 1 out. A couple stolen bases for the Chargers, and it is a 2-2 count on the batter, Maldonado. So Hinojosa to third, Benecourt to second. Got a score update. Gregory Portland Wildcats up 2-0 in the top of the first. I see y'all on the chat. That pitch, breaking pitch inside. So full count now on Maldonado. Magic 81 checking in. Tell me to look out for the foul balls. I'll tell you what, I'm going to catch one tonight. I did not take my helmet or my glove, but and I am not borrowing a face mask. That pitch, kind of a defensive swing right there, fouls it back out of play. So we'll have another 3-2 pitch coming up. But thank you guys for worrying about me. Lots of baseball going on tonight, so we got the update. Gregory Portland with a 2-0 lead over Sherryland. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be fouled off. Man, just a bit to my right, but perfect distance just off to the right. So another 3-2 pitch coming up. So we'll continue to check in on those ball games. Most of those ball games starting just now. Ray got an early start. They started at 5:30. So that's why they are already in the top of the 7th inning. Texans with a 4-3 lead. So we'll check in on the Pirates, Tolosa Midway, Alice, all of them starting their 3-game series tonight as well. Another foul ball, and what an at bat here by Maldonado. Really battling Acuna here. See if Sinton doesn't get underway until 7:30. Tolosa Midway, let's check in on the Warriors here. And the Warriors with a 2-0 lead over Somerset. They're in the top of the 2nd. So we'll check in on that one here in a bit. I'll check on Alice after this pitch. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Acuna. And now the opportunity to try and escape this inning unscathed, but he's going to have to go through the second baseman, Rodriguez, to do it. Marlon Rodriguez steps up to the plate. Two down, second and third for the Chargers. And the first pitch missing for ball 1. There's a strike. Rodriguez, a junior, batting .231, 15 hits and 65 at bats, 4 doubles and 12 runs driven in. 1-1 pitch from Acuna. Here it comes and fouled straight back. That one to my left. I don't know if I would have tried to catch that one. I mean, I would have tried. That one was hit pretty hard. Fouled back pretty hard. 1-2 the count on Rodriguez. Second and third for the Chargers, but now 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts by Acuna. Sun peeking through here. That pitch is going to miss up, so the count will even up. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first, no score. This is game 1 of a best of 3 between these two teams. 2-2 pitch Strike 3 called, so Acuna strikes out the side and gets himself out of a jam here in the bottom of the first inning. Both pitchers have been really strong with runners on, and we're still scoreless after 1 inning of play. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We are headed to the top of the second inning here, game 1 of this best-of-3 series between Brownsville Veterans Memorial and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. Game 2 and or 3, if necessary, will take place in Corpus Christi at Cabinets Field on Saturday. So the series will resume on Saturday. Leading things off for the Eagles here in the top of the second is Nick Reyes. So 7, 8, 9 due up for the Eagles. Reyes, center fit, and Guerrero. Capistran back out on the mound. First pitch is in the dirt. I could tell driving in that these guys got some rain overnight, just like we did in Corpus. So a lot of puddles around, but it looks like they've done a great job getting the field in shape and ready for game time. That one is going to be fouled back out of play. So 1-1 the count on Reyes. Got to talk to Nick day before yesterday, and we talked about the series and also talked about the contributions on the bottom half of the lineup in that one-game playoff against Roma last weekend. Nick looks at a strike. And so important to get those contributions from the bottom half of the lineup. You know, as a matter of fact, all 3 CCISD teams that I called games for, all 3 teams, that was one of the keys to the victory, for their victories, is that they all got contributions from the bottom half of the lineup. Pitch on the way, ground ball, right side. Second baseman Rodriguez over to first, and the throw is off target, pulls Villarreal off the bag. And so safe at first base on the error is Nick Reyes, and the Eagles with the leadoff man on for Carter center fit. So the senior center fielder will dig in. Pickoff move to first base, and the ball gets away from Villarreal on to second base, Nick Reyes. So a bad throw by Capistran, and now a runner in scoring position, nobody out for center fit. First pitch, and that one gets away from the catcher Maldonado on to third base, and the throw down to third is not in time. So Reyes now at third base, still nobody out. A 1-0 count on center fit. Infield in for the Chargers. Here comes the pitch. There's a strike. So center fit batting .232 on the season, 22 hits and 95 at bats, 3 doubles and 14 runs driven in. He scored 23 for the Eagles. Capistran from the windup, and the pitch misses low and outside. 2-1 to count on center fit. Reyes the runner at third base. Chargers with the infield in from the windup. Capistran, here comes the pitch, and grounded foul at the plate. So the count even at 2-2. Now you guys just got crazy on the chat. I'll give you guys some shout outs here in a second. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So center fit will go down swinging for out number 1. Sophomore designated hitter Nick Guerrero to the plate. He bats for the catcher. Also a sophomore, A.G. Guerrero. So 1 down, runner at third base. First pitch to Guerrero, up and in. Nick batting .250 on the season, 11 for 44, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. He's driven in 11. And the 1-0 pitch is inside, and a good job by Maldonado. Makes the stop and keeps Nick Reyes over at third base. Perhaps saving a run right there. Heriberto Maldonado. 2-0 count on Nick Guerrero. 9-hole hitter for the Eagles. Want to say hello to Crystal Goss checking in. Rooting for Vets. Justin Perales also checking in. Emma Yeager says, "Go Vets." Two-0 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Ground ball, left side and through, past the diving effort of Hinojosa, and in to score Nick Reyes on to second base. Here comes the throw, going to be a close play, and they are going to tag Guerrero out, trying to stretch it to a double, but an RBI single for Nick Guerrero, and again, in the bottom of the lineup coming through for the Eagles, and a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Xavier Perez to the plate. First pitch to Perez in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Perez is 0 for 1 in the ball game with a strikeout. Final Ray Texans get the win 4-3 in game one. So congratulations to the Texans. Big win right there. Swing and a miss on the 0-2 pitch, and Bettis will go down swinging for out number 3. But the Eagles, 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and no one left on base. Due up for the Chargers, Garza, Garcia, and Villarreal when we come back. Last Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. This is game 1 of a best of 3 series here in the area round out of Region 4. Game 1 between Brownsville Veterans Memorial and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. And the Eagles with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Due up for the Chargers, 6, 7, 8 in the order, Garza, Garcia, and Villarreal. It's going to be the shortstop, Carlos Garza, that will lead things off. Wears number 10, and he bats from the right side. He's got a great walk-up song, too. So, Carlos Garza, the freshman, he's one of the top 3 hitters for this ball club, and he swings and misses at the first offering from Acuna. He's batting .419 on the season. He has 31 hits and 74 at-bats. 5 doubles and 17 runs driven in. There's strike 2. Cunha, the left-hander, shakes off the first sign. Now he's ready. 0-2 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be lifted into right field, slicing towards the line. Coming over is Reyes, and he runs out of room. So it'll drop foul. We'll do it again at 0-2. Strike 3 called. And 1 away. Four strikeouts in a row for Acuna. To the plate is Eloy Garcia. So Garcia will dig in. He is a junior. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to that one. 348 the batting average. 16 hits in 46 at-bats. 5 doubles and 9 runs driven in. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That pitch is going to miss low. So 1-2 the count. So again, congratulations to the Ray Texans, a 4-3 win over the McAllen Bulldogs in game 1 of their best of 3 series. That pitch is going to be driven out to left field. Bettis to his right, and he will make the grab. 2 away. That's going to bring up first baseman Jason Villarreal. Villarreal, a sophomore, batting .283, 17 for 60, 3 doubles and 9 runs driven in. So the sophomore first baseman will dig in with 2 down, bases empty, and Acuna delivers, first pitch swinging, and a ground ball to Robbie at short, and a bad throw right there. Kind of ate up Peña over at first base. Did all he could with that hop, and it's gonna be it's got to be an infield single. That was a tough play to make. Not hit very sharp. Marlon Montelongo to the plate. And it looks like they did give him a hit. So hit for Villarreal, and Montelongo to the plate. Swing and a miss at the first offering from Acuna. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Montelongo, the senior, batting .250, 9-hole hitter, 17 for 68, 1 double, 3 triples, 9 runs driven in. Outside corner, called strike 3. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the second. For the Chargers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Our score, Eagles 1, Chargers nothing after 2 innings of play. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments US SSA Baseball, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas at the all-new turf fields in Portland, Texas. LB21, supporting high school baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez here. Top of the 3rd inning we go. Eagles will send up 2, 3, 4 in the order. Peña, Acuna, and Robbie. Eagles with a 1-0 lead after 2 innings of play. Let's see if we can check in on some score updates from around the area. It looks like Sherryland is on the board, so a 2-1 Gregory Portland lead there in the top of the 3rd inning, and that game being played in Sherryland. Robbie Spencer on the mound for the Wildcats, and Quiques Cienfuegos on the mound for Sherryland. So 2-1 Wildcats. Dalen Peña will dig in for the Eagles. Dalen's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch fouled off at the plate. 1-0 the count. So for the Ray Texans, a 4-3 win over McAllen in Game 1. Jack Martinez goes the distance, 7 innings pitched. He allowed 3 runs, only 1 earned on 4 hits, 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. Tristan Cavazos also went the distance for the Bulldogs, and he takes the loss in that ball game. 0-1 pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Tristan Cavazos, 7 innings pitched, 4 runs, none earned on 6 hits, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts for Cavazos. Hard luck loser in that ball game. It's a come from behind win for the Texans. Looks like the Texans scoring 2 runs in the top of the 1st. McAllen answering back with 1 run in the bottom of the frame. And that one is going to be driven through the right side. Gets past Rodriguez, the second baseman. So a leadoff single for Dalen Pena. Now here come the Eagles. Jose Acuna to the plate. Jose, no official at bat. Drew a walk his first time up. So for the Ray Texans, they scored 2 in the top of the first, McAllen 1 in the bottom of the first, and then McAllen 2 more in the bottom of the third to take a 3-2 lead. That was the last time I had checked on it. And then next time I checked on it, the Texans were on top. They scored 2 runs in the top of the fifth to take a 4-3 lead, and that's where it stayed. So for the Texans, 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. And for the Bulldogs, 3 runs on 4 hits. They committed 3 errors. First pitch to Acuna misses up. 1-0 the count. Pick-off move to first base. It's a good move by Capistran, but Pena diving back in safely. So let's check in. The Sinton Pirates should be underway at this point, and they might not be scoring it live today. I don't see it on the game changer. That one's going to be popped up left side. There's room for Hinojosa, and he'll make the grab. So the third baseman makes the grab in foul territory, 1 away. Jake Robbie to the plate. Jake was hit by a pitch his first time up, so no official at bat. Throw down to first base. Pena gets back in time. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find a score for Sinton. I'll try again in a minute. Maybe Bernie is scoring it live. Another pickoff move to first base, and this time they're going to get Pena leaning. First base umpire rings him up. So, and I said, you know, Capistran, he has a great move, and he was able to get Pena leaning over there for out number 2. So base is empty with 2 away for Jake Robbie. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Check on Teloso midway. It looks like the Warriors still have a 2-0 lead over Somerset. Scored 2 in the top of the first inning, and they are now in the bottom of the third. That game being played in Somerset. 2-0 the count on Robbie. Let's check the Alice Coyotes. And let's see if they're scoring live, and they are. No score in that ball game. Top of the second inning, so we'll check on that one again here in just a bit. As always, if you have some score updates, put them on the chat. You guys have been awesome on the chat once again, so I'll try to get to them. 2-0 pitch misses outside. 3-0 the count on Robbie. Base is empty. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Eagles with a 1-0 lead. From the windup, Capistran delivers. There's a strike. 3-1. Ground ball, right side. Rodriguez, the second baseman, gobbles it up. Throw to first base is in time. So for the Eagles, no runs, hits, or errors. No one left on base. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Eagles with a 1-0 lead. Chargers coming to bat. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staples Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staples Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staples Street is set to open in early 2022. Staples Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. Here we go. Bottom of the third inning. Top of the order due up for the Chargers in Hinojosa, Benacourt, and Capistran. Cunha, first pitch is going to be foul back. So an 0-1 count on Hinojosa. Hinojosa was walked his first time up, so no official at bat. Behind in the count here, 0-1. Want to give a shout out to some folks who are also on the chat. Roxanne Ashurst checking in, rooting for the Eagles. That pitch is going to be driven out to center field. Center fit is there, a couple of steps back and to his right. He'll squeeze it for out number 1. In on the chat, going for the Chargers. Dylan Gonzalez, an Eagle fan. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to count. One down, base is empty. There's a strike. 0-2. Thank you to Cynthia Moreno for answering that question by Carol Goss. It is a 3-game series. Breaking pitch just misses, maybe low, a little bit outside, but a 1-2 count on Betancourt. Foul straight back. Yeah, I'm wondering if, pretty sure actually, Crystal Goss, there must be some relation there to Kevin Goss, as she was watching that Ray Texan game. So, and I imagine that young Kevin Goss will be the starting pitcher that we will see in Game 2 for the Ray Texans. So, congratulations again to the Ray Texans, 4-3 win over McAllen in Game 1 of their best of 3. And I believe everyone is going to best of 3 with the exception of Cal Allen. That pitch missing up and in. 2-2 the count. I believe Cal Allen the only ones that have a 1-game playoff, and that's on Friday. Crystal Goss says, yes, he will be pitching, and she's asking that we all pray for her. She's going to be a little stressed out. That pitch right there missed for ball 3. So a 3-2 count, full count on Betancourt. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3 called. 2 away. So Jose Acuna, he walked the first batter he faced, hit the second batter he faced, and has pretty much settled in since then. We'll check real quick and see. Yeah, 5 strikeouts for Acuna. Actually, 6 strikeouts. This hasn't updated yet, so 6 strikeouts for Jose Acuna. We're in the 3rd inning, so I would say he settled in pretty nicely. And I believe that was a strike. I was looking down at the screen here, but it looks like they have a strike marked up there. So a ball and a strike now on the batter, Rafael Capistran, Charger pitcher. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Capistran 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Behind in the count, 1-2. Acuna, the left-hander, from the windup. Here comes a pitch. No, it was low. I thought he was going for it there. Nice pitch, but perhaps Acuna missing low with it, and Coach Yeager wants an explanation as well. And maybe he called no pitch there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if maybe he kind of waved the arms like maybe no pitch. Maybe the batter called timeout first. And, man, he did a quick show of the count, and I didn't get it. Now it is a strike 3 called, so it will be a strikeout for Acuna, his 7th strikeout of the ball game. And for the Chargers here in the bottom of the 3rd, no runs, hits, or errors, no one left on base. Johnson, Martinez, and Reyes due up for the Eagles when we come back. 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Lithia Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Veterans Memorial Eagles have a 1-0 lead here in Game 1 of their best of 3 against Brownsville Veterans Memorial. And they will send up 5, 6, 7 in the order. Johnson, Martinez, and Reyes. So Tanner Johnson, the junior 3rd baseman, will lead things off. He bats from the left side, and Johnson, in his first at-bat, drew a walk, so no official at-bat for Tanner. For the Eagles, they scored 1 run in the top of the 2nd, so 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, And for the Chargers, no runs, 1 hit. They've committed 2 errors. And again, Johnson digs in from the left side. Rafael Capistran, the senior right-hander, on the mound. From the windup comes a pitch. It's going to miss outside. So 1-0 the count. Ball 2. Ground ball right back to Capistran. He stabs it, and soft toss over to first base in time. 1 away. Nice play right there by Capistran, fielding his position. So 1 down, base is empty for second baseman Jake Martinez. Jake popped up to the shortstop his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch to Martinez stays high. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is going to be lined into right field, and it's going to stay fair. Rounding first and headed for second base. The ball is all the way in the corner, and Montelongo gets it in and all the way to Garza. The shortstop covering second, but not in time to get Martinez. So a 1-out double for Jake Martinez. And here come the 6, 7, 8, 9 hole hitters. These were the guys that were hot. And they have not disappointed here early in this ball game either. So Jake Martinez with a hit. And Nick Reyes to the plate. This young man scored the only run of the ball game so far. He reached on an error. A nice bunt down the third base line, and Osa fields it, fires over to first. Not in time. It gets away from the first baseman. They're going to send Martinez. He scores easily. How about Nick Reyes? That's got the Eagle fans on their feet. And an infield single for Nick Reyes. And Martinez will come in to score as that ball got away from Villarreal. Carter center fit to the plate. Runner on the move, hit into center field, and Reyes will have to stay put at second base, but a single for Carter center fit. That'll keep the line moving for Nick Guerrero. So Nick Guerrero will dig in. Nick drove in Nick Reyes from third base on a single just inside the line, and also made a great diving effort over at third base, but he couldn't get to it, and drove in Nick Reyes for the first run of the ball game. Now a 2-0 Eagle lead. First and second with 1 out. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So 0-2 the count on Guerrero. Runner on the move, pitches in the dirt, and no throw. So Reyes swipes third base, so first and third. And a 1-2 count on Guerrero. Maldonado, the field general, calling the play with runners at first and third. One down here in the top of the fourth, 2-0 Eagle lead. 1-2 count on the designated hitter, Nick Guerrero. Capistran with a quick peek over to first base, chasing center fit back, but no throw. Ground ball, left side. Garza over to second for one, on to first base. Not in time, and actually a wild throw. It gets away from the first baseman, Villarreal, so safe at first is Guerrero, and he drives in Reyes for the third run of the ball game. So Eagles with a 3-0 lead. And Guerrero on at first base on the fielder's choice. Back to the top of the order with Xavier Perez. 2 down. So they force center fit, and Guerrero will stay at first base. Perez 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch on the way. And it's going to miss low for ball 1. Pickoff move to first base, not in time. Sherryland has tied up the ball game with Gregory Portland. So 2-2 ball game, game 1 of that best of 3. They are playing that game in Sherryland. 1-0 pitch fouled off, 1-1 the count. So a tie ball game between Gregory Portland and Sherryland there in the top of the 4th. Tolosa Midway with a 3-0 lead now in the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 over Somerset. That game being played in Somerset. And that pitch is going to be fouled off third base side. So a 1-2 count on Perez. Alice Coyotes and Pleasanton Eagles still no score there in the bottom of the 3rd. And those are all of the score updates I got for you guys. Just missing outside, says the home plate umpire. 2-2 the count. Magic 81 giving us an update on the London Pirates. They won both games today, 14-0 and 13-0. Britton throwing a no-hitter in one of those games, and Bud threw a perfect game in the other. Wow. Full count on Bettis. Pretty impressive, the London Pirates. I saw them play early in the season in some tournaments and knew that they were going to be good, and they played some really tough competition. They were playing 4A and 5A teams that were ranked in the state and giving them some competition. Breaking pitch too far inside, gets a piece of Bettis, so he will take first base, hit by a pitch. So first and second with 2 outs for Dalen Pena. Looks like we got a timeout called and a meeting on the mound. And Trying to get the virtual scoreboard to work with me here. I don't think it likes me too much. It wants Cynthia Moreno back on the virtual scoreboard. I can't put a runner on second base. Well, let's try again. There we go. So first and second now for Dalen Peña. And Dalen is 1 for 2. Struck out in the first and singled in the third. It was a leadoff single. So his third at bat. And he's got first and second with 2 outs. And that one is going to be lined into left field, going to get down for a base hit. They're waving Guerrero. Here comes the, and actually it was a courtesy runner that they were waving around. That was number 20. He's going to be tagged out at home plate. That was number 20, Jordan Glover. So Jordan Glover gets tagged out at home plate, trying to add another run for the Eagles, but they do add 2 more runs here in the top of the 4th to take a 3-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 4th when we come back. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call here in Game 1 of this best-of-3 series between these two teams, Brownsville Veterans Memorial and the Veterans Memorial Eagles from Corpus Christi. 3-0 Eagle lead in the bottom of the 4th. Due up for the Chargers, Maldonado, Rodriguez, and Garza for 5 and 6. So Heriberto Maldonado to the plate. He is the Charger catcher. And Eddie's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Acuna delivers the first pitch. Going to miss high for ball 1. So 1-0 the count on Maldonado. Missing inside, 2-0. That one in the dirt, so 3 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. And 3-1 pitch is going to miss high. So a leadoff walk issued to Maldonado. He is at first base. And a good start here for the Chargers in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 3-0. He'll send up Marlon Rodriguez. And a courtesy runner over there for the catcher. Looks like it was number 8, Alvarado. So Alvarado at first base, Rodriguez at the plate, and he looks at ball one. Rodriguez 0 for 1 in the ball game with a strikeout. One 0 pitch, fouled off. 1-1. So ball and a strike. Rodriguez batting from the left side, lefty-lefty matchup. Alvarado at first. Peña holds him on. Showing bunt. And he takes strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Cunha comes set. Little check swing, though, appeal to the third base umpire, says no, he did not. So 2-2 the count. 4 umpires in the UIL playoffs. Normally we only have 2, but during the playoffs they do have 4 umpires. So on the left-handed batter, they'll appeal down to the third base umpire, and he says no, he did not go around. 2-2 pitch on the way, runner on the move. Strike 3 called. The throw to second base is not in time. So a stolen bag for Alvarado, but out at the plate on the strikeout is Rodriguez. 1 away for Carlos Garza. So Garza will dig in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and the first pitch misses low for ball 1. Pickoff move to second base, not in time. Pretty excited about that pickoff move over there. These fans are into it. I like it. 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Got his other shortstop. He digs in again. Cunha comes set. Alvarado with the lead over at second base. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be fouled off. 2-1. Two-one pitch, foul straight back, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base, Alvarado. Pitch in the dirt, full count. Ground ball to the shortstop, Robbie. He'll make the throw over to third base. The tag is applied in time. So they will get Alvarado out at third base for out number 2. So the ball hit right in front of Alvarado, and he goes to third base anyway. And Robbie A nice throw over to Johnson. Johnson applies the tag, two-way. And now, no longer a runner in scoring position, but a runner at first base. That's Garza and Garcia at the plate. So Eloy Garcia looks at ball one. Swing and a miss. One and one to count. One and two to count. Fouled off at the plate, so we'll do it again at 1 and 2. Now it's going to be foul back, out of play, so another 1-2 pitch coming up. Let's check on some scores. Gregory Portland Sherryland still tied up at 2. That ball game is in the top of the 5th now. Teloso Midway extends their lead 4-0 over Somerset, top of the 5th as well. And the Coyotes score a run in the top of the 4th, take a 1-0 lead. Swing and a miss. And Garcia will go down swinging for out number 3. So the Chargers strand a runner here in the bottom of the 4th. Eagles with a 3-0 lead after 4 complete. Blast Vision Live from Brownsville, Texas.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments US SSA Baseball, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas at the all-new turf fields in Portland, Texas. LB21, supporting high school baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Eagles went in order, no runs, hits, or errors. No one left on base in the top of the 5th, but they have a 3-0 lead as the Chargers come to bat. Chargers will send up 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Villarreal, Montelongo, and Hinojosa. 8, 9, and 1. Jose Acuna back out on the mound. Unofficially, I have the young man at 71 pitches coming into the bottom of the 5th inning. So, again, that is unofficial, but I've got him at 71 here in the bottom of the 5th, staked to a 3-0 lead. Jason Villarreal will lead things off for the Chargers. Villarreal 1 for 1 in the ball game, singled in the 2nd inning. So the first baseman 1 for 1. And he will dig in here. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. They're going to appeal down to the first base umpire. Said no, he did not go around. So 1-1 the count on Villarreal. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Infield single for Villarreal in his first at bat. Low and inside. So that will even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Villarreal. No one out, base is empty here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. And Villarreal will go down swinging for out number 1. It's going to bring up Marlon Montelongo. Strikeout number 10 for Jose Acuna through 4 1/3. First pitch to Montelongo is going to miss low. 1-0 the count. Montelongo 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Fouled off. Ball and a strike. Timeout called by Guerrero, the catcher. Now let's take a quick peek at some scores. Gregory Portland and Sherryland still knotted up at 2. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Ball game being played in Sherryland. Toloso Midway and Somerset 4-1 TM. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Somerset just scored a run. They've got 2 on, nobody out. So we'll check back on that one here in a bit. And that pitch is going to be delivered into right center, going over center field, waving off Reyes, and center field will make the grab 2 away. Javier Hinojosa to the plate. He is leadoff man for the Chargers. Base is empty, 2-away. Alice Coyotes with a 2-0 lead over Pleasanton there in the top of the 5th inning. That game being played in Pleasanton. And the first pitch missed for ball 1, so 1-0 the count on Hinojosa. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hinojosa is 0 for 1, walked in the first, flew out to center in the third. The only young man that Jose Acuna has not struck out in this Charger lineup. 10 strikeouts in the ball game for Jose Acuna. Heard Coach Yeager, if you watched that pregame show, Coach Yeager talking about they wanted to give him a little bit more rest for the arm. He's trying to come back from an injury early in the season, and I would say he's pretty rested as that pitch misses inside. So 2-1 the count on Hinojosa. And the pitch going to miss up. So 3 balls and a strike. 2 down, bases empty. 3-0 Eagle lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And 3-1 pitch is going to miss up for ball 4. So Hinojosa is at first base, a 2-out walk. So 1 on for Brandon Benecourt. Betancourt is 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the third. So 0 for 1 lefty-lefty matchup here with Hinojosa at first base. Peña holds him on, and Acuna will throw down to first base. Not in time. Swing and a miss. High heat right there from Acuna. Runner on the move, 0-1 pitch is in there for, actually it misses outside, and the throw down to second base is not in time. Hinojosa did not slide, and they are going to call him out. So Hinojosa is going to go to third base, and timeout now. And the Eagles are coming off the field. And now Coach Vera wants an explanation, saying that he called him out initially. That's the explanation he's giving anyways, and he is going to be called out. That is the answer that Coach Vera received. So an out call, and that is going to be out number 3 on the attempted stolen base of an attempted steal of second base. They will tag out Hinojosa, and that will do it here in the bottom of the 5th. So after 5 innings of play, 3-0 Eagles. You're listening to Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. $361hsblast.com. your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We're in the top of the 6th inning here in Brownsville, Texas. It is Veterans Memorial versus Veterans Memorial. Chargers versus Eagles. And it is the Eagles of Corpus Christi with a 3-0 lead after 5 innings of play. The Eagles will send up 6, 7, 8 in the order. Martinez, Reyes, and Centerfit. Kind of a controversial call, I suppose, to end the bottom of the 5th inning. An attempted stolen base, and initially kind of looked to me, but the umpire was facing away from us, kind of looked to me that he had called him safe over there. Did look to me like the runner was out, but I thought the call was safe, and then the umpire at second base clarifying that no, he did call him out. And so that ended the bottom of the 5th inning. So we head to the top of the 6th, and Jake Martinez will lead things off for Veterans Memorial. Eagles. Have to specify. And Jake looks at ball 1, so 1-0 the count. Jake is 1 for 2. Popped up to short in the first. Doubled and scored in the third. And he looks at ball 2. So 2-0 the count. And that one misses for ball 3. So 3-0 the count. There's a strike, 3-1. And that pitch is going to miss inside. So a walk to Martinez. The leadoff man is on for the Eagles. Nick Reyes to the plate. And here go the 6, 7, 8, 9-hole hitters again. They've been on base. Pretty much seems like the entire ball game, and here they come again. Right now, these are the guys I would say that are pretty dangerous for this Eagle lineup. And it's going to be Nick Reyes. Pickoff move to first base, not in time. And Mr. Reyes, he has been on base twice, and he has scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Eagles. Reached on an error, came around to score, singled, and came around to score. Another pickoff move to first base, and Martinez again, head first dive back in there safely. First pitch to Nick Reyes, called strike 1. Gregory Portland's score is still 2-2. Top of the 6th inning over in Sherryland. That is game 1 of their best of 3 series. Wildcats scoring 2 runs in the top of the first. They've been held scoreless since. Sherryland Rattlers scoring 1 run in the bottom of the second and 1 in the bottom of the third. So 2-2 the score in that one. And they're in the top of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. and is fielded by the shortstop. The throw over to first base, not in time, gets away from Villarreal. The throw was wide, and on to third base is Martinez. So Garza makes a nice diving play behind second base to keep it from going in the outfield, but he was on his belly trying to make that throw, and it was wide of first base. Villarreal, it gets past Villarreal, and so runners at the corners. Nick Reyes at first, Martinez at third for Carter's center field. Carter is 1 for 2, drove in a run in his last at bat. So timeout called, and let's check in on some other scores. Tuloso Midway extending their lead 6-2 over Somerset. They're in the top of the 6th inning. Runner at first base, 2 outs for the Warriors. Alice Coyotes still 2-0 over Pleasanton. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning. That game being played in Pleasanton. Tuloso Midway and Somerset game being played in Somerset. And again, Gregory Portland and Sherryland tied at 2, but the Wildcats with a runner at third base, nobody out in the top of the 6th, trying to take the lead in that one. We'll continue to check back on it. First pitch to center field, gonna miss low, 4-1, 1-0 the count. Runner on the move. The pitch is high. No throw down to second base. So stolen bag for Reyes. Now second and third. Nobody out. 2-0 the count on center field. Senior center fielder for the Eagles. That one is going to be a chopper to the second baseman, Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to first base in time. And 1 down. Runners will stay put at second and third. Nick Guerrero to the plate. First pitch called strike 1. Guerrero drove in a run in his first at bat. He is 1 for 2. And that 0-1 pitch missed up and out for ball 1. So 1-0 the count on Guerrero. Drove in Reyes from third base. That was in the 2nd inning, was first run of the ball game. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning, so 1 for 2. And a timeout called by the catcher Maldonado. Wants to talk things over with Capistran. Infield in for the Chargers. Reyes at second, Martinez at third, 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Eagles trying to extend this 3-0 lead. Let's check in on the Wildcats real quick. They still got that runner at third base, 1 out now in the top of the 6th inning against the Sherryland Rattlers. Back to the action here. Sophomore right-hander Guerrero digs in. Capistran from the windup. Comes a pitch. Big breaking pitch and a swing and a miss from Guerrero. 1-2. From the windup, 1-2 pitch on the way, and he chases the high heat. Guerrero goes down swinging for out number 2. So 2 down, back to the top of the order. Xavier Perez to the plate. So Bettis digs in. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Looking for his first base hit. This would be a good spot for him right here. Help the Eagles out. Help them to extend that lead. Chargers, I know, are looking for another out. Got runners at second and third with nobody out. Now 2 outs. Capistran, and he gets really tough with runners in scoring position. I have him unofficially at 91 pitches, so unofficial here in the top of the 6th. 91 pitches for Capistran. And another timeout. Let's check again on the Gregory Portland Wildcats. Still have that runner over at third base, but now 2 outs. So Sherryland Rattlers and Cienfuegos, he is still on the mound for them. Unofficially at 78 pitches for Cienfuegos in the top of the 6th. And so far he has kept that runner at third base. Talamantes got to third base with nobody out. Now still on third base with 2 outs as the Wildcats trying to take the lead in that ball game, late in that ball game. First pitch to Bettis in there for a strike. So 0-1 to count. From the windup, swing and a miss. 0-2. So way ahead of Bettis is Capistran. Through his first 2 at-bats, he's had Xavier's number. Did hit him with a pitch in his third plate appearance, and that pitch gonna miss up. So 1-2 the count. Capistran looking for the strikeout here, and Bettis wants to put it in play. 1-2 pitch, and the home plate umpire says he did go around, so he will strike out Bettis and avoid any further damage. He strands runners at second and third here in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Eagle lead, but the Chargers coming to bat when we come back. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call, and we are in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Game 1 of this best of 3 in the Region 4 area round. Week 2 of high school baseball playoffs, and we spread ourselves out this week. I'm going to be flying solo for the most part. I may have some help tomorrow night. That's what I heard. Little Birdie said I might have some help tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes, but going to be on my own for the most part, and so we decided to spread ourselves out. We've got the Eagles tonight for Corpus Christi fans. Tomorrow we will have the Carroll Tigers, and on Saturday the Ray Texans. So bottom of the 6, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Chargers. Betancourt digs in, and first pitch from Acuna misses for ball 1, so 1-0 the count. And that one is going to be driven into center field, shallow center field. Going back, Robbie, the shortstop, and he's going to make the grab. One away. So one down, base is empty for Rafael Capistran. The Charger pitcher, he's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And the first pitch from Acuna misses up. So 1-0 the count. And the Gregory Portland Wildcats do take the lead. So able to take the lead in the top of the 6th, 3-2 Wildcats. Swing and a miss by Capistran. Ball and a strike. And they have a runner at first base. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Strike 3 called. So Capistran out, down on strikes once again. And there are 2 away for Heriberto Maldonado. So the Gregory Portland Wildcats with a 3-2 lead over Sharyland. And again, we're saying again, you know, we've got the expectation of some bad weather coming in. So game 1 in all of these series so important. If you know they can't find a place or the weather's just too bad, you know, they could turn a 3-game series into a 1-game playoff, and the winner of game 1 would take the series. So very important to try and get a win in game 1. It's always important to try and get the win in game 1, but in a situation like we have set up for us this weekend where the weather could get really bad, you know, it's all the more important to try and get that win in game 1. 2-0 count here on Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out in the first, walked in the 4th. And he's ahead in the count, 2-0. So the Ray Texans already got the win in game 1 of their series. 4-3 was the final in that one over McAllen. And that 2-0 pitch is going to miss. Low and outside, 3-0 the count. And the 3-0 pitch misses up. So a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And much to the delight of the Charger fans, Maldonado is at first base for Marlon Rodriguez. And courtesy runner is going to be number 8, Alvarado. So Alvarado once again to run for the catcher. And Marlon Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Jose Acuna unofficially got him at 96 pitches. Unofficial. Swing and a miss. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss at the 0-1 pitch, 0-2. Somerset getting within 2 runs of Toloso Midway. So TM added 2 runs in the top of the 6th, but Somerset answered back with 2 of their own. 6-4 Toloso Midway there in the top of the 7th. Again, the game being played in Somerset. So the swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Chargers here in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. Peña, Acuna, and Robbie due up for the Eagles when we come back. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments US SSA Baseball, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas at the all-new turf fields in Portland, Texas. LB21, supporting high school baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. Top of the 7th inning we go. 2-3-4 due up for the Eagles. Peña, Acuna, and Robbie. Eagles with a 3-0 lead in this game 1 of this best-of-3 series between these two teams. And while we got a minute, let's check on some scores from around the area. Gregory Portland Wildcats, they still have a runner at first base with 2 outs in the top of the 6th, and now leading 3-2 in that ball game against Sherryland. Robbie Spencer still on the mound for the Wildcats, and Quique Cienfuegos still on the mound for the Rattlers. So that ball game that had been tied at 2 since the 3rd inning, the Wildcats getting one run in the top of the 6th to take a 3-2 lead in that one. Again, Tuloso Midway with a 6-4 lead over Somerset, and the Alice Coyotes still with a 2-0 lead. That game is in the top of the 7th inning, being played in Pleasanton. So the Eagles will have one more opportunity at the plate against Alice, trailing 2-0. Back to the action here, in the first pitch to Peña. This is inside, so a 1-0 count on Dalen. Peña struck out in the first, singled in the third, singled in the fourth, so he's 2 for 3 here in the ball game. And that 1-0 pitch misses up, 2-0. Capistran peers over the glove. Now he's ready from the windup. And there's a strike. 2-1 count on Peña. The 2-1 pitch misses up, so 3-1 to count. Unofficially, Capistran, I have him at pitch number 100. This next pitch that comes would be number 100, but that is unofficial. And that pitch is going to miss outside. So perhaps his 100th pitch right there. That's what I have him at, but I am unofficial. And a leadoff walk issued to Dalen Peña. So Jose Acuna to the plate. The left-handed pitcher also bats from the left side. And Acuna is 0 for 2 in the ball game. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, and that one, a pickoff move to first base, gets away from Villarreal, and on to second base is Peña. So Capistran has had some issues with the pickoff move over there, and Villarreal, the first baseman, just having a rough night over there at first base. So Peña in at second base, and now a runner in scoring position, nobody out. I believe that is the 5th error in the ball game for the Chargers. And first pitch to Acuna catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 to count. Fouled off. 0-2. Pena dancing around over there. Capistrano going to chase him back. Dalen, the type of base runner that if you don't pay him any attention, he will go in any count. 0-2 pitch, up and out. So ball and 2 strikes to Acuna. I'm not sure what's going on with the Gregory Portland Sharyland game. I still show them as that one's going to be popped up into on the left side in the infield, and the shortstop Garza squeezes it one away. So that game kind of stuck on Game Changer, and nothing really going on there. So I'm not too sure what may have happened there in that ball game. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Check the chat here in a minute, see if anybody got a sentence score update for us. That one is going to be ripped but foul. First base side out of play by Jake Robbie. And Jake is 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch and grounded out twice. And that one is going to be driven out to center field. Going back, Betancourt. He'll make the grab. Tagging is Pena, but actually he'll stay put. Kind of fakes the tag. And the throw comes in quickly, and a good throw by Betancourt. So a wise decision to hold Pena at second base to away for Tanner Johnson. Pickoff move to second is into center field. Pena headed to third. The throw to third base is not in time and past the third baseman. He's headed home. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Pena in safely. So Dalen Pena, he likes to run and he likes to get dirty, and he did both right there, and it's a 4-0 Eagle lead. A couple of bad throws by the Chargers right there. So Pena will score from second base, and it's 4-0. 2 down. Tanner Johnson at the plate. Now one is going to be driven into left field for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Johnson. Runner at first base for the Eagles. So 1 on with 2 outs for Jake Martinez. And Jake is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Popped up to the shortstop his first time up. And looks like we're going to have a runner for Johnson over there. Number 16, a pinch runner. And that is number 16. I'll have to check the actual lineup card. Eagles have added a couple of guys here in the playoffs. Let's see who number 16 is. And that is going to be, actually no, Larry Moya. I should have him on there. I have him as number 12. There's a strike. So ball and a strike to Martinez. Pickoff move to first base. Moya back in time. Fouled off. 1-2. So an update from Magic 81 on the chat. Sinton Bernie still has not started. They're going to have a late start in their ball game. Not sure what's going on. Those games were going to be played in Jourdanton. That pitch is high and a throw down to first base, not in time. Throw by the catcher Maldonado. 2-2 the count. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base. Strike 3 called. So Martinez will go down looking for out number 3. For the Eagles, though, 1 run, 1 hit. There were 3 errors committed by the Chargers. Due up for Brownsville Veterans Memorial, Garcia and Villarreal when we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Chargers. Blast Vision live from Brownsville, Texas.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning here in this ball game. And Jose Acuna back out on the mound. Unofficially have him at 99, unofficial. So Acuna, they're looking for him to close this one out. He'll face the 6, 7, 8 hitters in this Charger lineup, Garcia and Villarreal. So Carlos Garza to the plate, and the 6, 7, 8 batters are 1 for 6 with 3 strikeouts against Acuna so far in the ball game. First pitch to Garza misses low and inside, 1-0 the count. And that one's going to be fouled off. Quickly behind in the count, 0-2, or 1, or rather, count is even at 1-1. Garza, he's 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. And that pitch is going to be grounded to Robbie at short. He fields and fires over to first base, and the throw is wide of first and past Peña. Guerrero is there, luckily for the Eagles, and a great job by the young catcher, sophomore catcher A.G. Guerrero over there covering first base. Otherwise, you have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th. Instead, with Guerrero there covering, Garza will have to stay put at first base. Garcia to the plate. And the first pitch to Eloy Garcia misses for ball 1. Eloy 0 for 2. A fly out and a strikeout. There's a strike, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner at first base. The Chargers need some base runners. They have one. And that pitch is going to miss inside. 2-1. Imagine for Acuna and the Eagles not worried so much about Garza over at first base, just trying to get the batter here. And strike 2 called. So 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. And low with the 2-2 pitch, so full count on Garcia. 110 the pitch count limit in high school baseball. And unofficially, I have Jose Acuna at 107 after that last pitch. Mine is unofficial. Swing and a miss. And Garcia goes down swinging for out number 1. And here comes Coach Yeager, and that may be it for Acuna. Not that the young man did anything wrong, but he may be on his pitch count limit or very near it, and that's going to be it for the young man. He gets a nice round of applause from the Eagle fans here, and lots of love from his teammates as he exits the ballpark. And so we'll have a new pitcher. I imagine that's going to be Dalen Pena, who has been the closer for the Eagles as of late, but we'll find out when we come back. Blast Vision Live from Brownsville, Texas. You guys don't go anywhere. Let's see how this one ends. We'll be right back.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez here, bottom of the 7th inning, and the Eagles with a 4-0 lead. Pitching change for the Eagles, and it is Dalen Pena. So straight switch. Acuna stays in. He'll play first base, and Dalen Pena, who was the starting first baseman, will come in to close out the ball game for the Eagles. That's what they're hoping. They need him to get 3 outs, or 2 outs rather. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at first base is Garza. So looking for the young man to close this one out and put the win in the books for the Eagles. This is game 1 of a best-of-3 series between these two teams. Veterans Memorial from Brownsville and Veterans Memorial from Corpus Christi. Garza at first base. He reached on an error. And then Acuna struck out Garcia, so 1 on, 1 out for Jason Villarreal, Charger first baseman. And Villarreal, he is 1 for 2, singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. And Pena delivers low and inside, so 1-0 the count. In the dirt, great job by Guerrero right there. Keeps it in front, and Garza has to stay put. So 2-0 the count on Villarreal. There's a strike. 2-1. So an update on the chat from Magic81 said that Game 2 of the Sinton-Bernie game has been moved to Somerset. It's scheduled to start at 9:10, so I'm guessing they may have gotten some weather. That pitch is going to be driven out to left field, going to get down in front of Perez. So a one-out single, first and second for the Chargers. Marlon Montalongo to the plate. Second hit of the ball game for Villarreal. He's 2 for 3. Couple of singles. So he's at first base. Gaza now at second. One down here in the bottom of the 7th. It is a 4-0 Eagle lead with the tying run on deck for the Chargers. Magic 81 wondering if you know who won that first game between Sinton and Bernie, as that pitch is going to be fouled out of play. I'm wondering if maybe I might be able to find it as well. I don't see it on the game changer. It looks like they just got underway. I'm wondering if that's a game 1 between Bernie and Sinton, because they don't have a game 2 and they are scoring now. So I'll have to see what we can find out on that. Those games were supposed to be played in Jourdanton, and that's kind of weird that even if they had gotten weather, now that I think about it, wouldn't really matter. That's a turf field unless it was lightning, you know, and perhaps pouring down rain. 0-1 pitch, foul back, 0-2. So first and second with 1 out. 0-2 count on Montalongo, the 9-hole hitter for the Chargers. I imagine at some point we'll find out what happened with Sinton and Bernie. 0-2 pitch from Peña. This is low. 1-2 the count. And strike 3 called. So Peña with his first strikeout of the ball game gets Montalongo for out number 2. So now the Chargers down to their last out. Back to the top of the order. Javier Hinojosa to the plate. Eagle pitching has combined now for 14 strikeouts in this ball game. 13 for Jose Cunha in 6 1/3 innings pitched, and 1 for Dalen Peña. First pitch from Peña in there for a strike. Breaking pitch. Catch in the corner, says the home plate umpire, Art Green. In the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. So now the Chargers down to their last strike here in game 1. Hinojosa is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Couple of walks and a fly out to center. That pitch is going to miss for ball 1. And you could hear Dalen Peña just trying to put something extra on that pitch as he released it with a yell. Breaking pitch, and it's going to stay up. So 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. First and second for the Chargers, down 4-0 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Peña leaning in for the sign, has one he likes. Here comes the pitch, and a breaking pitch that stays up. So a full count on the batter, Javier Hinojosa. Steps off, spins, no throw to second. Got his other runner over at second base. Villarreal, the runner at first. Runners will be in motion with the pitch. Here it comes. And it's going to miss low and outside. That'll load them up, and that brings the tying run to the plate. And it will be Brandon Betancourt. So the bases are loaded, and this one just got interesting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tying run coming to the plate. Brandon Betancourt. And he is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Batting from the 2-hole. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Struck out in the third. And then he popped up to the shortstop, Robbie, in the 6th. So 0 for 2. And Hinojosa at first, Villarreal at second, Garza at third. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Pena comes set. Here comes the pitch. Now one is going to be grounded sharply but foul. First base side, so 0-1 the count. Now one is going to be driven out to right field. Going back Reyes, and it is caught by Nick Reyes at the wall. You couldn't get a more exciting ending than that. I mean, he missed tying that ball game by couple of feet at most. Drove that ball all the way to the corner, and Nick Reyes chased it down to get the out and get the win for the Veterans Memorial Eagles in Game 1 of this ball game. What a great ball game it was, and what an amazing finish right there. Well, if you're an Eagles fan, it was pretty amazing. If you're a Chargers fan, they just missed tying up this ball game by feet, at most, a couple of feet. So here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Chargers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They left them loaded. And our final 4-0 Eagles in Game 1. Let's get you some final totals. I'm by myself tonight, and so we can't do a post game. We won't be able to do a post game tonight, but I will pick a player of the game. And let's get you some final totals first in this ball game. So for the Eagles, 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error. And for the Chargers, no runs on 2 hits. They committed 7 errors in that ball game. And that pretty much right there, in a nutshell, was the undoing of the Chargers in this ball game. Although you got to give credit to the Eagles, they did get the hits when they needed them. And the winner of this ball game is Jose Acuna, 6 1/3 innings pitched, no runs on 1 hit, 4 walks, and 13 strikeouts for Acuna. Rafael Capistran, he takes the loss. He went the distance, 7 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, 2 of them earned, on 8 hits, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts for Capistran, and he takes the loss. And I would have to say that the player of the game, and I'm going to go with the co-players of the game. Obviously, Jose Acuna, what a job he did. They held him out last week to give him an extra week of rest for his arm. And the young man came out ready to go, and he just was dealing tonight. He was in full command most of the ball game, and so we definitely have to give it to Jose Acuna. But I'm also going to give co-player of the game to Nick Reyes. Nick was 2 for 3. He scored a couple of runs, but some heads-up base running by Nick Reyes. He put up the first run of the ball game with his legs, and 1, as it turns out, was all they needed. They ended up getting 4, but 1 was all they needed with Acuna on the mound. So we're going to give co-players of the game to Nick Reyes and to Jose Acuna for a great ball game. And the Veterans Memorial Eagles, they will be back in action on Saturday, and that will be back in Corpus at Cabaniss Field. Their first pitch is scheduled for 12 p.m. Should they need a game 3, it will be 30 minutes after game 2 over at Cabinets Field. Unfortunately, we will not be there for that, so we want to wish the Eagles the best of luck in that ball game as they try and close this series out against Brownsville Veterans Memorial. We will be tomorrow. First of all, we will be at Cabinets Field tomorrow. I'm headed back tonight here after this ball game, and we'll be at Cabinets Field, and we will have the first game of the series between Carroll and Brownsville Porter. So that's scheduled for a 7 p.m. first pitch, but you guys tune in at 6:30. We'll have our pregame show, and I talked with Christian Martinez and also with Dave Palomo and Coach Marcelo, so be sure to tune in at 6:30 for our pregame show. And don't forget, before you log off, be sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you don't ever miss any of the action. So we'll have that ball game for you tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we'll head to Laredo and we'll finish off with the Ray Texans and McAllen. The Texans getting the win over McAllen in Game 1 tonight. 4-3 was the final in that one. Jack Martinez went the distance and got the win for the Ray Texans. And they will go on Saturday at 12 p.m. is their first pitch. If they go 3, then it'll be 30 minutes after Game 2, and we'll have both games if necessary, but one for sure from Laredo on Saturday. That's where we'll be. Want to thank everyone who tuned in today and everyone who hit us up on the chat, all of the scores that you guys gave. We appreciate you guys so much, and that's it for me, and that's it for us tonight. I'm signing out from Brownsville, Texas. Blast Vision Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.